Hi, my name is Raphael. This is my Hebrew name. My English name is Ronald. Ronnie with a Y, Ronnie with an I-E. It all depends whether I'm a female or a male, from which side I use. If I use the I-E, I am the I robot of the E world. If I use the Y, I am the break and the connection of the Y, which splits and brings back together, turning one Y on top of another equals to a diamond, therefore bringing my spirit and my soul up into the heavens, connecting with the angel spirit. Now what I'm going to do for you now, apparently I've seen the movie, or I have seen the movie, Da Vinci Code, and you ask, what is this picture about? Well, I'm going to tell you the way I see the picture. It's my I, and it's my C. Moses split the sea. If you ever look at a G, it's actually a C and a 7. So what goes with C7? What goes with man's number 6, C6? Well, I'll let you know. Right now I'm going to tell you about Da Vinci Code. Okay, with the picture I have in front of me, I wish I can send it to you. What you have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people counting Jesus to Jesus' left, to my right, and to your right. To Jesus' right, okay, we have the red robe, okay, of Mary Magdalene, over green is what I see. We have Jesus wearing what looks aqua green over red. The two reds are connected. Therefore the colors connect, therefore the spirit connects. Jesus' head is leaned over to the left, leaving his right ear open. Therefore what goes in one ear and out the other is the figure 8 of the skate of the date. Yes, I do like to rhyme a little bit. Well, anyways, the spirit comes out of the ear and goes into the heaven. Why on an angle? Well, our universe, okay? Obviously, we all know the poles are in the south and in the north, but our universe is on an angle. We are not straight and we are not stable. This universe is constantly moving, as our good Lord is, what you say, Star Trek, learning about new space. They must capture space before space captures us. If space falls on top of us, we all fall down. Husha, husha, we all fall down. We have Judas Ericus, okay, to the right of Jesus, to my left. He's standing there with a stern face. He's up on his tippy toes. He's got his thumbs on the table. The thumb is the spirit finger, or just the thumb finger. T is for transfer, H is for heaven, U is for all of us, M, okay, is for the matrix. It's also for the 1 and 3, which means spirit creation. 1 and 3, the 13th letter in the alphabet, and the reason for MK, because K is the 13th card in the deck, and that stands for the king. So we now have 1313 of 26. 26 letters of the word D-O-G, or G-O-D, which means dog and God. Why? Because we're the dogs and God is the God. We are on the earth. If we go up to heaven, we'd be the dogs from the earth, or the small dogs, okay, which would be what? The poodle. Anyways, why the poodle? Well, the P is the 16th letter. 1 and 6 is the one spirit connected the man, which is our God. The double O are for the 2 eggs of the woman. Of the creation of 1 egg is us, and the other egg is when we die and goes back to heaven. Why is it 666? Well, it is us who we are as 6. Okay, it is the spirit of 6, and it is the Holy Ghost, which is us again, and we die. We have a spirit connect through the matrix. The number of the matrix is 85. Add on the 1 connect of us, we are 85 plus 1 is 86. That is man of the heavens. Anyways, Judas Ericus has got his hands on the table, his 2 thumbs pointing up right across the east-west table. We have absolutely no sunshine coming in from the outside, but we do see it's day. We see the mountains seem to be green and blue through one window, in which the other window we cannot see. The center window, okay, which Jesus fits perfectly between, okay, if you notice, there is a half an egg, or a samech, okay? It means half his life. When he goes to the heavens, he gets back the other half of his life in the heavens. So anyways, we now have the spirit connect between Jesus and Mary Magdalene. Now, when you call for a high five, in all actuality, it's these 4 fingers hitting these 4 fingers. You don't get a high five. If you get a high five, you're slapping your 2 hands, your thumbs get whacked, they got hurt, and it's now a broken spirit connect. So when you pass the person, it's like this, and if you put it together, it's a W, the 23rd letter in the alphabet. Why 23? 2 times 3 is man 6. 2 plus 3 is 5, the spirit angel. 5 and 6 is 11. We now have 11. Now where's the other part of 11? Well, 11 is God is the angel 4 of the God 7. He is the other part of the 11. We now have 11, man and God. Man as man and connection of the spirit, and God as the angel and the God. We now have also the 11th card in the deck is the 11th card in the deck, yes, is the Jack, and the Ace is also known to be for 11 points in blackjack. We also have the K letter is the 11th letter in the alphabet, so therefore again we have 11. Why 10? Well, the Jack is the 10th, the J is the 10th letter in the alphabet, and the 10th card is actually whatever you pick it to be. 6 and 4 means man and angel. 6 and 4 is 10. We now have J, with 6 and 4 is 10. J equals 6 and 4 in the alphabet. Anyways, back to Judas Iscariot. He's standing on his toes, okay? He's wearing green over blue. Blue is the mother birth, okay? Green is the heaven father. He's not the heaven father or the birth. His face is forward. He's at the end of a table. The only one you put at the end of the table is the master of the table, the master of ceremonies. Not in the center, but in this occasion, okay, Jesus is the master of ceremonies. He is in the center, dividing up the two groups. Now, Judas Iscariot seems to be apart from the other 6 on the right side of Jesus, which means it's 1 and 3 and 2. You see the man is standing there, and with the gray beard next to Judas. They're standing in a group of 2. Mary Magdalene is sitting down, and they are 3. 2, 3, 23rd letter, creation. Mary Magdalene disappeared. She's pregnant. She has her head to the side and listening to the old man tell her whatever he's telling her, she has to leave. If she does not leave, then all Jesus' words will fall to nothing. They'll think she's just a whore, and that's why he took her in. Not true. And anyways, a whore with an S-E at the end says horse. S is spirit, E is the electronic world or the spirit world, because in French it's esprit. Okay? So now we have the right side of the table, and we have 2 groups of 3. The 2 groups of 3, okay, are declaring man of Trinity and man of Trinity. One is declaring of the God, because one of the men are wearing green, the other one is the orange of the sun. So they're standing out as the sons, and they're standing in honor. The other 3 are questioning each other, what's going on? Now what's going on? They're sitting in the 2 position in the corner of the table. Judas Iscariot is sitting at the 9 position at the table. Why are these positions the way they are? That is the clock. Put a round clock around this table, you will see it is 1:45. Okay? Or it could be 1:45. But if it was it is 1:45. Sorry, I made a mistake. If it was 2:45, the men at the end of the table would be more near the point, and they're not. But Judas Iscariot is making the point. So since he's sitting at the 9, he represents the 9 months of birth, but he represents nothing. He looks like all he wants to do is be a thief and take everything and every information they get away. He's standing at the end on his tippy toes, and he's staring in at the table. So we have Mary Magdalene, who's next to the 2 men, and the 2 men plus 1 equals 3, which means creation. Next to Jesus would make it 4, because the red connects, so they are together, and that would be the angel, the one creation of the angel Jesus. Now, what you see underneath the table is there's legs holding up the table, but all we see is 4 sets of legs, and each leg only has 2 legs. Why 2 legs? Well, that is for the mother of creation. The mother is 2, the father is 1. In other scenarios, the mother is 2, the father is 5, because it's the spirit creates, which is the 1. That is the red. The blue is the beta, which is the eggs of the female. Okay? Now under the table, like I said, there's 2, 2, and 2. 2 legs and 2 legs on one side, and 2 legs on 2 legs on the other side. Say 4 and 4. The number for space, S16, S19, P16, A1, C3, E5, total 44. So now you see 4 and 4. Not only that, it also counts for the angle and angel number. Now the angle, I have to write this down and describe it and explain it to you. because the angle, okay, and the angel, they're actually one. God has put many values or definitions on every single number and every single letter. So sometimes it's going to seem very mysterious. So I'm also looking at this, and in this one, these two legs look like they have the Magen David in the center of the legs. It also looks like a lion, but I'll leave that out. Now we see shadows. How do we get shadows? Okay, do we get shadows from the sun in the back? No, but we see shadows, and the shadows are not appropriate. They're not right. They're not the right way. In order to have these shadows, you have to have a light on each side. But then if you did have a light on each side, you'd be knocking out the other shadow. And all you're seeing is groups of shadows of 2s and 3s and 2s and 3s. Beta, creation. Beta 2, creation 3. 2, 3, 5. 5 is the spirit angel connect with man. Man is 6, spirit angel connect is 5. Together we get 11. But when you go up to heaven, okay, in order to go up to heaven, you must equalize with your spirit. So now your spirit has to gain a half to its 5. It would become 5.5. And you must lose a half, and you become 5.5. 55 and 55, the speed limit in the USA for many, many years. U is us, spirit angels. USA, red, white, and blue. The flag of the US, sorry to go off of this, has the blue surrounding all the white stars. But there's separations in between the stars, which is the blue, which means the stars are frozen and must listen to the red and white. Therefore, the white is purity, and the red means rule. There are 7 lines of red stripes on the flag, and there are only 6 lines of white. Not appropriate. The rule is stronger than the purity. Not good. It should be the purity and then the rule, because you cannot have a good rule without the purity. And it's not even. 7 and 6 is 13. That's the letter M in the alphabet, which is 1 and 3, which is for creation. Now anyways, if I get back to the lines under the table, let's go to Jesus. He's wearing green over red because that's the Martians. Hey, the Martians are green, the Martians are coming. So he puts the color of God on top of the red because the God as spirit is red. But as we know, the aliens, A, angel, L is the 12th letter, 1 and 2 means the spirit, and the spirit of Beta. I is the birth, the I is the 9th letter. E is the electronic world or the spirit world in French. N is to neutralize the 1 and 4, which means the spirit of God, and the 4 angel, which means connecting to a birth on earth, of the S, spirit and soul of man. Now you have the tapisserie, what you call the carpeting on the wall, and in between the carpeting you have 1, 2, 3 white spots, okay? Now each white spot, okay, is the letter T. If you flip one of these T's under the other T, you'll get a capital I. Now you need 3 capital I's. Why? 1 I is for you, 1 is for the spirit, and 1 is for the angel, or call it God if you wish. And that makes 3 capital I's. They all have to come together. When they come together, it'll say 1, 1, 1. That means 1 man for 1 spirit of 1 God. We are living in the matrix world. The matrix world, if you calculate matrix in letters to numbers, M13, A1, T20, R18, I9, and X, which is 24. And there's a lot more to the X than you actually know, because take away 1 piece from the X, and you get a Y. And now you have a question. Why? Well, the X is 24, the Y is 25, together they make 49. 4 is for angel, 9 is for birth, 4 and 9, 13. 13, 13th letter in the alphabet, is M. It also stands for man, but women and man, not only man. Why? Because if you look at the Jack of Hearts, the Jack of Hearts has 1 eye. We may have 2 eyes, and therefore you have the 3 eyes of the 3 eyes, which is 1, 1, 1. Why do we have 1 eye? Well, the spirit angel also has to have 1 eye, of the one-eyed king, the king of diamonds. Now, I don't know if I have it with me, but I wanted to show you that I was going to do this. I wrote out a couple of hundred pages to send you, and I didn't lose them all. There's just so much stuff here that I'm never sure what to send. And I am looking, so Jesus is sitting at that table, and he's getting ready. Jesus says, I am Jesus,